Shazam! Fury of the Gods is out now. Was it a success, or does it mark the end of the DCEU? What do you think about the current season of Mandalorian? And who's going to be the big baddie? Who is the spirit of Metropolis, Marilyn Moonlight? Is she friend or foe? We'll find out this week. Indie comic creator Tony James is joining us for the show. He'll be talking about his new project, Noir. All this, plus convention season has officially started. We'll talk about everything that's going on this weekend and more to come. All at Fullness Excelsior. There you go. I'm on mute again. What's up, Grogu? How you doing? I'm getting this light thing going on here. You see this thing? See this thing? He can't even talk now. There he goes. Now he could talk.
Grogu.
Grogu can't talk, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, DJ Lynch? What's up, Legion of Comics? How you doing, guys?
He's like a Pokemon. He can say his name only.
He can say his Pokemon. He tried to say his name. Something happened the other day. Right?
Yeah. Well, I think he was trying to say this is the way.
This is the way. He was trying to say that, right? What's going on, guys? It's going to be a fun show. I see Ralph is there. Grogo,
that's his sister or his brother.
So what's going on, Josh? How you been?
Good, and you?
I'm busy. I don't know what's been going on lately. So I've been getting this like light thing going on here, and it's just so weird. Let me see if I could just turn this thing off over here and see if that helps out. Oh, no, I just made it worse.
It's a portal from Mirror Master. You better watch out.
I don't know what's going on. What's up, Nathan? How's it going, guys? Look at Nathan. You know it. Look at that. Baby Yoda wants some spotlight. So we got to give him some more spotlight? Or that's it?
He's the real star of the show.
He's the real star of the show?
Yeah.
It's Nate. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm getting like this weird thing going on over here. I don't know. I could see the light. So what's ended up happening here is, as you guys may or may not know, I do have a green screen.
What?
Yeah, dude, it's a green screen.
Whoa.
You have no idea how many people have told me. It's like, I thought they always think that this is the real, like I'm really in a comic book shop. And I tell them, no, it's a green screen just because, you can't see the background. But as you can see here, I got this thing going on and I know exactly what's going on. So Josh, I'm going to give you the spotlight for a few seconds while I go fix this lighting issue. Okay.
All right. I will now give Grogu the spotlight because we all know that's what you're here for. So this year, if you don't know, this little baby is like 50 to 53 years old. When is he going to talk? And he like went to school with like other small children of different species. And it kind of seemed like, well, he's not even close to talking. But clearly, like, he can think his name because he like thought his name to Ahsoka when they spoke via the Force. So are we just going to have him like wake up and talk one day? Or is it going to be like, a few words here and there? How long is Mandalorian going to go? Are we going to get 10 seasons of Mandalorian in a movie? Will Grogu ever become a Mandalorian? Will he get a tiny little suit of Beskar? These mysteries and more.
Those mysteries and more.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude, man! I want to see Grogu in a helmet, like
with the ears.
Yeah, with the ears popping out. I want to see that happen. You know what I mean? Anyway, so guys, welcome to the show. It's a fun show. Look at that. We got Dirts. Say what's up. Yesterday, I got a chance to hang out with Dirts. He contacted me. He's like, "Hey, do you want to come by to the show?" And I said, "Yeah, sure. What's up? I'll come by. Let me go fix it." And this is where we had our first lighting issue going on. So we have that. Let's see what else we got going on here. As soon as Baby Yoda talks, the magic is lost. Will Grogu Josh like Josh? And much love, guys. Much love. So, okay, guys. So, we got a good show for you. I know I have a guest who is scheduled to come. I don't see him just yet, so I hope everything's okay on his end. So, but we'll definitely talk to Tony James about his IndieGoGo book that's happening. But let's go ahead and get the show started. We're wasting enough time, right? Oh, there goes Tony. We made it. Let's put Tony James in it. All right. So here is the writer creator of Star Noir. Tony, what's going on? You scared me there for a second, buddy. I was like,
No,
where's Tony?
Just rearranging my my back wall took an extra minute. But
There
I'm
you
here
go.
now. How's
All
it
right.
going? Hi, Izzy, Josh.
Good.
How are you doing?
Good, man. We're going to be talking a little bit with Tony about his upcoming project that he has. Actually, the project's going on right now, is it?
Yeah. It's it's a second chance campaign. So we were Star Noir was successful on Kickstarter. We raised over $10,000. But because people had been messaging me since the campaign was over, how do I get a book? How do I get a book? I figured launching an IndieGoGo would be a good opportunity for those people to be part of the fulfillment with the Kickstarter people.
Awesome. And already you're getting comments, man. People are starting to love the stash. Look at that. We'll talk a little bit about the stash, but let's go ahead and get this show started. And we always start our show off with the same thing, trending books. So let's talk about the trending books of this week. All right. So now we got our trending books for this week. It's an interesting week because Josh, I was talking to you earlier about the hot list. There's CBSI did not do a hot list this week.
Maybe that person got laid off.
Well, no, they were celebrating St. Patty's Day. So anyway, so we have one less list to talk about this week. But that's okay. We could give that time, that love to Tony, right? And his stuff and his book. So we can talk a little bit about that. But let's go ahead and start talking about what's trending by Key Collector. So the Key Collector Trending 20 is out. We got a couple of books here. We're going to start off with Batman Comics. Well, Detective Comics, not Batman Comics. Detective Comics 469. This book came out back in May of 1977, and it features the first appearance of a character that I never heard about in the comic books. I only learned about him from the animated series, and that is Rupert Thorne. What do you think about Rupert Thorne? Do you guys remember Rupert Thorne in the animated series?
I remember him from the animated show. I like the voice actor that did Rupert Thorne. She's a very deep voice, and we had to do something about this, Wayne. That was a good character.
Yeah, I remember when they did this one episode where he was just kicking everybody out. So gentrification. So apparently that is a mobster deal. So if there's gentrification going on, Rupert Thorne's involved. I remember he was going to blow up one of the buildings with someone inside of it.
To be clear, you're saying gentrification, not
yeah. You know me. I mess up my words all the time, Josh. You know that.
Two very different things.
Yeah, that is true. But you guys know me. I screw up words on a daily basis. That's just the way things are. So that book's hot on the list. So apparently it's asking for $40 high. I honestly don't know. It's not even about Rupert Thorne. It's the first appearance of Dr. Phosphorus. Again, another name I can't even say. And apparently he's supposed to be rumored to come out in the Creation Commandos series that's coming out for DC. Next book on this list is Mech Cadet U, issue number 1. This book came out by Boom Studios back in 2017. I know nothing about this series. Nothing. Let alone I look at this cover. It's a cool cover. I don't know how you could view it, Josh, but it has a little boy in the guy's hands and stuff. Kind of get that what kind of vibes Iron Giant vibes off of it.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
A little bit of Iron Giant, but I've never heard of it. Apparently, this has been optioned. Official announcement from Boom Mech Cadets greenlit for a 3D animated series on Netflix.
Okay. All right. We'll
Okay.
see. We'll see. Again, this is the first time I'm hearing this, so you know what? What's up, couching and slouching? Yep, he's a little late, and that's okay because he's couching and slouching, right? Good one. You know, all right. So we got that book up. Another book that we definitely need to talk about, and that's Star Wars Dr. Aphra issue 19. This is a variant cover. Now, Josh, you're my Star Wars guy. What is this book all about?
So Dr. Aphra is a great book, but that's not what this book is on the list.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first appearance of Bo-Katan on a cover. And if you've been following Mandalorian, you know that Bo-Katan seems to be seems like she's gonna be one of the lead characters moving forward. So get your Bo-Katan covers now.
Now, Tony, have you been watching The Mandalorian? Have you catch any of it?
I watched 1.5 seasons of the show.
So you're still a little behind.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. No, don't worry. Grogu's still in it.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Grogu's still in. Grogu doesn't die in this season. Not yet, at least. Oh man, if they kill out Grogu, man, that would be the worst. Imagine
Maybe they
the
should
end of the season, they
vote.
just kill out Grogu.
Just you have to call in to vote if we want to kill off Grogu or not.
You know there's some crazies out there that actually say yeah. Kill him off. So this book is hot because it features a cover appearance. She's not even in the book, right?
That's correct. This is a Clone Wars anniversary celebration cover, so she's not in the book.
All right. So I saw the last episode, and without giving too much away, because we know Tony has to catch up, what's your initial thoughts of what's going on right now?
Yeah, so I think what's going on in Mandalorian is a lot of deep cuts for people who watch every single Star Wars thing and read every book. I see some criticism online. They're like, "Oh, Mandalorian's not as good anymore," and I don't really blame them, because if you don't know like all these references and why this stuff matters, it can be a little bit off. But I think it's shaping up for a great finale. So everyone, just give us some time. Let it cook.
Well, the last episode it started off with Mando and Bo-Katan, and then it just shifted to like a completely different episode, kind of like
an episode of Andor.
Yeah, without Andor. And it just shifted to the scientist.
Yeah,
I forgot the name of the scientist. Dr. Pershing. It was pretty much a story about him, and how he wants to keep his project alive, because he feels like it could help the Republic. And long story short, this may be the last we see of him.
For now.
And if we do see him, it's the last we see of him in his current state.
Right.
Is that a good way to not spoiling too much?
I don't think he's going to finish this project.
Oh, no. But that raises the question. And the question I have, who's the baddie of season 3?
I mean, there's only so many. There's really 3 options. There's someone we've seen before in Mandalorian. There's someone we've heard of in the Mandalorian, but hasn't shown up yet.
Well, this wouldn't be spoilers, so this is speculation at this point.
This is all speculation. And honestly, any of the 3 directions they go in, they could do a totally new character. I'm totally fine with it.
Okay, so the crowd wants to know, who are the 3 that you're talking to?
The 3 are, the first is Moff Gideon, who apparently escaped on his way to being executed.
Yeah.
We heard a rumor about that in episode 3. The second is Grand Admiral Thrawn, who, if you haven't read the books and you didn't watch Rebels, you're like, who is Thrawn? They barely mentioned him in season 2. But trust me, this is like the villain of Star Wars villains. It's going to be a real treat if he's in this season. Or like it could be a totally new character that we haven't even seen or heard of yet.
What about Bo-Katan? Do you think she may possibly be something?
I think it's so the Mandalorians are supposed. So that's interesting, because the Mandalorians are kind of like the good guys, although they like to kill people. So
and they just happen to be bounty hunters too, right?
Well, they became bounty hunters because their planet got destroyed, and so they had to put their skills to use. But Mandalore has always been a planet of warriors. That's their thing. They haven't always been mercenaries.
Mm-hmm.
So, is Bo-Katan a villain? That would be quite a heel turn, I would say. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Especially, she's redeemed herself, and she wasn't even trying. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Apparently, that's all it takes. You just gotta take a bath in that one pool.
You just gotta
all
take
your
a
sins
bath.
are forgiven.
Well, I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on to our next book, Amazing Spider-Man issue number 70. We got some ASM goodness. This features the first cameo appearance of Vanessa Fisk. Okay. Why not?
Wait, what's the name of the villain? Their character?
Vanessa Fisk, Kingpin's wife.
Oh, Vanessa Fisk. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not even her first appearance. It's her first cameo appearance.
Okay.
So from what I understand, she's been recast.
Yes, that's what I'm hearing. She has been recast. She is reported to be in Daredevil Born Again because all the castings are coming out. Everybody's trying to find out what story, what direction they're going to go to with this new series. So who knows?
Vanessa!
I know, right? Oh, Spider-Verse. Speaking of Spider-Verse, we got Amazing Spider-Man 441 features the first appearance of Maddie Franklin, who later becomes Spider-Woman. It's also the final issue of the first Spider-Man series. So this is the final chapter of the first volume. Well, technically, we're talking about volumes here. The first volume of Amazing Spider-Man 441. This was the one that ended it all. Things will never be the same again until the next volume, right? But who knows? Who knows how this book is? I think this is one of those books that just happens to be in the list. It's not exactly an exciting cover, to say the least, especially for a final issue. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, right? Next, we have Punisher #1. This book is the first ongoing series of Punisher. I personally always love this cover. I love the fact that in the top it says first issue of an unlimited series. Now, let me share some light to everybody. This series was canceled. So
not
it was
so unlimited after
not
all.
so unlimited after all. But speaking of Punisher, 218. We got another cameo first appearance, guys. Something about these cameo appearances, but it's actually a cover appearance too, of the Punisher War Machine armor. Thoughts? How do you like the War Machine armor? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think Punisher needs a War Machine armor?
I don't think so. It kind of goes against the one-man army image that it's a little over the top. I think I really like him just being kind of the grounded guy with the guns and the military training.
I would agree with that, man. I think Punisher is best when he's simple. Don't overcomplicate him. Don't make him a member of the Hand. Don't change his logo. Don't make him have crazy dreams. Don't turn him into a cosmic character. Oh, wait. All that just happened, didn't it? And so currently it's happening.
You're saying you wouldn't give John Wick a suit of armor?
No.
John Wick could do anything by himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for John Wick to meet Neo and then that he kicks Neo's butt. That's what I want.
Okay.
With a nunchuck. Like that's one scene with the nunchuck. She's just pounding on a guy with a nunchuck. You know what I'm saying?
But Neo is just John Wick, and John Wick is the Matrix. So if John Wick is the Matrix,
now it just blew my mind. There you go, Tony. Yeah. Now we're talking here. All right. Next book in our list is Imaged. You got to say it with the exclamation point. Imaged, issue 8. This is the anthology series. I personally love these anthology series. It's a throwback to Dark Horse Presents from back in the day, and Image is doing it. And what's important about this book, it's the preview of a book that we're gonna talk about. That's supposed to, I think it's coming out this week. I'm not sure. World Tree #1. Now, when you see the term World Tree, the last two letters are with a 33, so it's more like World Tree. Does that make more sense? Tree.
I think it's just World Tree.
I'm gonna stick with world. You guys tell me in the chat. Is it World Tree or is it World Tree? And I might be adding more trees than anything else. Just that's how they're spelling it, man. It's not me. It's how they spelled it, you know. And this is James Tynan and in the secret and dangerous world of the undernet. So this is the internet below the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out how that works, but James Tynan IV figured it out.
Well, you see, the internet is a series of tubes, so these would be like the sewage pipes.
Yeah. Oh, so you know how everything's in binary code, zeros and ones?
Yeah.
This might be in zeros and threes. Thus, World Tree.
Okay.
I'm grasping on straws here, guys.
Oh man, that was a good one.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, no one's read the book. Who can say?
Well, I know someone's read it. So someone approved it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Our next book is Venom number 9. This features the first appearance of Dylan Brock, the son of Eddie Brock. I kill him. That's it. Kill him.
Wow. Kill the kids, right? Somebody's killing the kids, and it's Izzy.
I want Venom to be Venom. Did you notice that all our characters are getting kids now? Now all the kids are taking over. Batman, Superman, Venom.
It's the daddening of pop culture. Everyone's got to have a kid now.
Everybody has a kid now. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to the moment that Harley Quinn is pregnant and she has a kid, and it's Joker's kid. Now we're talking.
Yeah, you're giving DC ideas. I could definitely see them doing it.
I'm calling you DC out. If Harley Quinn gets pregnant with Joker's kid, you owe me money. Right?
They'll have a whole story arc where like, is it Joker's kid? We don't know, and then we'll just go through.
What's better than Joker having the kid?
Yeah,
which we had a couple of weeks ago. So whatever. All right, our next book is a book that I remember picking up, and it's very bad quality. If you picked up this book is probably the worst quality paper of this era, and that's Spider-Punk number 1. Because of the print run, they put it on really crappy paper.
Hey man, printing on bad paper is sticking it to the man.
So that's total anarchy right there.
Totally.
Well, they had to use the paper to get ASM number 1 so we could get a M&M variant. You know what I mean? So that's where the paper went. That's where all the paper went for this book. Because I remember when it came out, I was like, this book has crappy paper. Try to get a 9.9 on this sucker. You know what I mean? So it features the first appearance of Riot Heart, which is Earth 138 version of Ironheart, as if I didn't know. And Taskmaster, but if you look at the name, it's Task. The S's are $signs.
Wow. So is it like Taskmaster?
No, it's more Task $dollar.
Well, I'm following your convention from the World Tree incident. So
well, that's the thing. What does a dollar symbol? What's the sound of a dollar symbol?
Ka-ching?
Is it? So Task Kachinka. Task. I don't know. Does a dollar symbol have a sound?
I think it's just Taskmaster, to be honest. I'm going out on a limb here. I think you're supposed to just say Taskmaster. Yeah, I can't even say Taskmaster anymore. This is what we've gone down to.
But this is the word. Yeah. So imagine I have to go back and read that because I really don't remember. It's like the name's Taskmaster with dollar bills, man. You know, that kind of stuff.
Is that his catchphrase?
That's gonna be Taskmaster. I don't know.
Into a room.
Moving forward, we got the Ferrera People number 1, which features the first full appearance of Darkseid. Now, when we talk about Darkseid, when you rank him amongst the best villains of all time, where would you guys put Darkseid in that list? Would you put him on the top 5? Would you put him on the top 10? What would you guys do? We'll start with you, Tony. Tony, you go first.
Top 5.
Top
easily.
5. Okay.
Better than Thanos.
Better than Thanos.
Yeah.
Well, he came first, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Darkseid came first.
But Darkseid is way cooler and way stronger and has done way more than Thanos has ever done.
And has a much deeper voice.
Yes.
Josh, where you go? Where you rank Darkseid?
I'm just gonna put him top 10. For me, he's one-dimensional. He's just straight evil, right? He doesn't have any other motives. He has no plot. He has no reason for what he does.
But
which
he
is
always
good,
has a
right?
reason. He wants the antimatter equation. That's all he wants.
Yeah.
It never changes. I will say Darkseid. I was thinking about this today. There's some villains where you show up and it's like, all right, here's this bozo again that's just here to get whacked. When Darkseid shows up, it's like, oh snap! Like they better do something or else Darkseid's gonna kill everyone. So he's definitely a good villain.
I like that he's just some bozo. With Darkseid, he ain't just some bozo.
Right.
He's just a stone-faced kind of guy, right? I personally like Taskmaster. All right. Ah, look at that. So, yep, Black Spider Thanos is a clone of Darkseid. Yep, exactly. Thank you, sir. He's one of our channel members right there, Dark Spiders. Well, I said Dark Spider, Black Spiders. All right.
You heard it here. It's official. Black Spiders.
Black Spiders. All right. So next on our list here is Star Wars 42, which features the first comic book appearance of Boba Fett. Interesting.
Cool.
But it also features a cameo appearance by Emperor Palpatine. Because that's what this list is all about this week. It's all about the cameos. Anything you want to say towards that, Josh, Tony?
Boba Fett's cool. I like Boba Fett.
We like Boba.
Yeah, Boba's one of those guys. I'll just say this: the Legends version of him before Disney came along was much better. That's all I'm gonna say. We should move on.
The Legends version of him got eaten by a worm,
and then he got out.
No, but that's the Disney version of him.
That was in the books.
It's a similar story, at least at that point in the books.
Yeah. Okay, I'm down. What about Palpatine? Is he how does he rank amongst villains?
Palpatine's pretty good because I mean the level of machinations that he does in the prequel trilogy, it's hard to match. So for him to execute a plan that took literally decades, so many things could have gone wrong, and he was able to actually get what he wanted. To me, he's one of the greatest villains of all time.
All right, I'm okay with that. All right, our next book here is a classic. This is the iconic Bob Lanton cover of Iron Man 128, the Demon in the Bottle storyline. This is definitely a classic, as put it best by Raphael. Look at that legendary story, right? So with that, yep. I'm sorry, Tony, you're in that spot where everybody shows up. I could fix that. Let's fix that right now. Okay, that's more.
Well,
that's better.
No, that's not fair.
Yeah, it's better.
Machinations.
Right. So definitely classic story. It just happens to be, in this list here. No real reason whatsoever. Speaking of a book that happens to just be in the list, another one is Amazing Spider-Man 135. This is another yellow cover featuring the Punisher. So apparently when the Punisher debuted, you had to put him behind yellow. Was there a reason behind that? I don't know. Coincidence?
Well, you see, this was a long time ago, so they only had so many colors. They had just gotten out of a black and white world.
And they just got out of the black and white world.
Colors. So they only had 3 choices.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, and then we got Star Wars 43, which features, this is the very next issue. This features the first appearance of Lando on a comic book. How do you guys like Lando? Do you like Lando? How do you say Calrissian?
Lando Calrissian.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts? You like him? Don't like him?
I just didn't like that he gave up Han and Empire. That's the only thing I didn't like.
He did it for the girl, man. He, what I'm saying. He was like, yeah, what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure he did it for himself.
They probably, behind the scenes, they said, "Hey, check out this lady," and he was like, "Yay!" And then he gave him some Colt 45, and the rest was history. Or maybe they gave him the cape. Maybe they gave him a new cape. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could walk around with this brand new cape.
I need like a behind the scenes DVD commentary of Empire Strikes Back by Izzy.
There you go.
For an explanation of how.
We could do a watch along. Let's do a watch along. We just watch it. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. May 4th.
You have to overdub all of Yoda's lines.
Is he great? The way. Just keep saying that. The way. All right. Our next book is also a cameo first appearance, and that's Amazing Spider-Man 298, the first cameo appearance of Venom. Another book that just happens to be on this list. No major reason whatsoever. The only thing is I do believe that Dave Michelin's going to be doing a signing, so that's why some of these books are getting some hot demand. So this just happens to be. Look, see, Dub Izzy Will. There you go. That's it. It's you get the Izzy version of every show, every movie. You got it. I'm in. All right. I'll just dub everything. All right. Now we're gonna go to another book here that just happens to be in this list, and it's Berserker. This book is written by Keanu Reeves and Matt Kindle. Now, there's another rumor that this story has been optioned. Of course, it will be optioned. It's Keanu Reeves, man. But is Berserker actually good?
I haven't read it.
Let's just say not a lot of people like it.
Oh, okay. It's amazing.
I've encountered people in the wild, like people that I didn't even know they read comic books, and the first thing they mentioned is Berserker. So I don't know. I feel like there's like a cult following for this one.
Oh, I'm sure there is, but this book is on this trending list. However, the book in itself, there were so many copies of this book that you could pick it up pretty much anywhere.
And covers, so many covers.
Yeah, oh yeah, talk about covers, man. It's if Berserker met John Wick, what will happen?
John Wick
would get options.
We get options. John Wick wins, man. That's it. Speaking of other books here that are in the list that came out, we have here Punisher #1. This is the one that came out just last year. It's actually been 1 full year since this book came out, which was very controversial when it came out because this was the series that decided to get rid of that logo. Do you think that logo's coming back?
Eventually.
Yeah, why not?
It's too iconic to keep it away forever.
Exactly. And I personally love the logo. I think a skull is so much better than whatever they just did. Like what they did, I don't know what that was, but Punisher is a warlord for the hand. Mm-hmm. I don't care if people like it. Not my Punisher. That's it. Not my Punisher. My Punisher is a lone wolf. That's what he should always be. He doesn't need to be, but whatever. I read the book. It was It was okay. No big deal. Speaking of Punisher, Amazing Spider-Man 134, another yellow cover, which features the second appearance of Punisher, but more importantly, it's the first appearance of Tarantula. When I first saw Tarantula, I actually liked him. He looked cool to me. He looked like, a Spanish version of Spider-Man, which I think that was the point.
And now, how do you feel?
I don't care. He has made no significant impact in the last couple of years. I don't think even when he came out, he made any significant impact. He's just there. He's just one of those villains. He's like a C-list villain. When you think about Spider-Man Rogues Gallery, you will not see Tarantula ever in a movie unless they decide they're going to kill him off almost immediately. That's how I feel about Tarantula.
So you're saying he's a bozo?
Oh, Bozo's a better character than Tarantula. At least Bozo got some credibility. You know what I'm saying? Finally, the last book on our list is Blue Book. This was a issue 2, the exclusive book. This was actually a giveaway during a screening of Close Encounters that was hosted by James Tynion IV and Michael Avon Omens a few weeks ago. So that's why this book is here. It's demanding $115. This book, but you know, you guys like you like books about stories about alien abduction.
Oh, love stories like that.
Well, pick up Blue Book. That's what this one's all about. Mm-hmm. Based off of actual events that occur. So, yeah, man, I miss him too. I miss Punisher with Microchip. If there's a friend, Microchip's your friend. The Newman version. All right. Those are your trending books. Let's talk about what's hot. As I mentioned, CBSI did not have a top 10 list this week. They decided to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, so we'll get to see their books next week. In the meantime, Cover Price did give us their top 10, and you know what? It's not so bad, guys. It's not so bad. So we have a couple of books that we've already discussed. So there is The Punisher 218. That's the Clayton Crane regular edition. This book is actually demanding $175.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know it was that rare. If it is rare. But that's how much it's demanding. Another book is The Good Asian. We talked about this book last week. This one's another book that's been optioned off. A lot of people enjoy The Good Asian. I have a trade version of the book. I'm gonna read it soon when I get a chance. Image 30, the anniversary issue number 8. This one's out now. It's been demanding $95. I could probably find it in an LCS for cover price. I'm pretty sure, unless they're watching this show and then I'm screwed. Then we have The Flash $7.94. This is the Virgin foil cover. It's now demanding $165, guys. I saw this for $40 the other day, and now it's demanding $165. Silence.
Crazy.
Called FOMO.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Another book that's demanding a lot of money is Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow #1. This book came out last year, but this is the book that's supposed to be about the new Supergirl movie that's supposed to be coming out in a couple of years from now. This book is now demanding $144.
Wow.
Yep. And now talking about cameo appearance, I told you this whole episode is about cameo appearances. The cameo appearance of none other than Damian Wayans in Batman 655. You ready for the graded price, Josh?
Yeah, tell me.
$289.
Oh yeah, no problem.
There you go. I happen to have a signed version of this book. Yeah.
But is it graded?
It's signed. It's good enough for me. All right. And then you have a facsimile book going for $20. That is Batman 357, which is the first appearance of Jason Todd, I believe it is. Is it Jason Todd? Yeah.
Jason Todd.
Yep. And a book that I still don't understand, Josh. Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man #5. You want to know what the top graded price is now?
Sure.
$150. I cannot sell this book for $15, guys. It's on eBay right now. You could buy it from me for $15, and now the graded version's $150. I bet you someone's gonna buy my book now.
Put your username in the chat.
Oh, it's Izzy first. Of course, it's in my name, guys. All right, and then you have Daredevil 183. This is the first battle between Punisher and Daredevil. 275 is asking for, and the #1 book happens to be a second printing of Wakanda #4. I do not even like this cover. I don't like it. What do you think?
The art and color at the top half of the book is good,
but it's an image of, I think it's an image of a panel.
Yeah, it's weird that the title is in the middle.
Yeah.
Usually it's either at the top or the bottom.
Yeah, and it's a second printing, guys. So the second printing is demanding more money than the first printing. Well, that is what it is. Anyway, let's get rid of this list and let's talk about something a little more important than trending comics. Let's talk a little bit about Star Noir. So Tony, talk to me a little bit about your book Star Noir while I put it up here. So
there it is. So Star Noir, it is LA Noir meets the X-Files. It's about a 1940s detective who teams up with this gray alien to stop a shapeshifter who's killing fellow officers in LA in Central Station, which is the big precinct in Los Angeles. It's based on a lot of like alien abduction stories, just like the Blue Book that you mentioned earlier. It's got this gritty murder mystery. We launched a Kickstarter for it back in October, and we raised over 10K for it. But due to people messaging me about wanting to get a book and they've missed the Kickstarter, I thought that running an Indiegogo would be a good way to include them. So it's a pretty great book. If you missed the Kickstarter, this would definitely be the time to get it, because the next time you would be able to read book 1 would be once the second Kickstarter is fulfilled for book 2. So you might not read book 1 until next year sometime. So if you want to read book 1 this year, you got to go through the Indiegogo. You can grab a digital copy or a physical book, whichever you want. It's 42 pages. The artwork is phenomenal. Our colorist, Vinicius, he's from Brazil. He did some cover work for G.I. Joe. Pablo, who is from Argentina, he's done some work for Scout Comics. So both these guys have been published. And everyone who looks at the book or who's read the story so far, what they can read, they've really been blown away. And also, when you go to the Indiegogo, you can actually read the first 9 pages straight through.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can actually get a really good taste of what the book is like on the Indiegogo.
Yeah, so I was looking at some pages, and I took some obviously I took some screenshots of it. And first of all, the artwork is on point. That's the first thing I noticed. When you think about these Kickstarters, Indiegogo comics, sometimes the creative teams are not to the level that they probably should be. That's not the case here. If you look at this art, this is the kind of stuff you'll see in an Image book or in a Boom Studio. So, congratulations to you and your team for such beautiful art style. The colors are vibrant. It is a noir story. Just look at that, man. Just look at how that looks, man. And you even get the nice little. You got the little what are they? Fireflies? No, they're not fireflies. They're like little moths, right?
They're moths. Yeah, moths.
Yeah, like little moths and stuff. Who puts that much detail in a book when it doesn't really matter like that? It's just moths flying over the light, right?
I mean, I wrote the moths into the script because I just thought it would create kind of an extra creepy atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
But the art team really brings it to life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I thought the moths were a clue.
No, it's just atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you have this image here, which is, explain to me a little bit about what's going on with this image here.
So Patrick Perkins, who is a traffic detective, he gets a call about this abandoned vehicle on the middle of the 6th Street Bridge, and then he goes to investigate, and he finds the blood inside the car, and then he's attacked by what is going to be the shapeshifter. So this is the killer of the book, but the shapeshifter is posing as one of the police officers in Central Station. So the cover detective and alien, they're going to go on this 6-book murder mystery to figure out which shapeshifter is which officer is being portrayed by this shapeshifter.
Awesome. Now, there's 2 things that immediately caught my attention. The first thing would be the actual shapeshifter. How all you see are the eyes and the silhouette of the character. That's hard to make work. You know what I mean? And it's done so well. The other thing I noticed, which a lot of people probably won't even notice, and it's just one of my little things, is how you're able to make the other character's hand look the way it has and still work, right? Mm-hmm. Like the hand is just doing some weird stuff going on, right? But it's so, he had the gun in his hand and the gun is just being slapped off his hand, which is really cool. Good stuff, good storytelling. I personally love it. Josh, you have anything to say or share with us? Being a writer.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely be picking this up. Not just because you came on the show, but it looks like a good story, and I'll be excited to read it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now talk to me about these aliens here.
Yeah. So these are the gray aliens. These are so the gray alien on the cover. His name is Ellis Tate. That's his human form. So due to a story reason, he's able to project this human form to other people, and Alan is able to see Ellis's gray alien form here. So that is part of a race. Alan has nightmares about being abducted. Over the 6 books, we start to delve into what's the truth behind that as they work together to find this shapeshifter.
Awesome. So guys, if you haven't had a chance, go to IndieGoGo. You could go ahead and you could purchase the book. It'll be made available to you. Now with the IndieGoGo, you're gonna get funded. It's not like you have to meet the goal. You do have a goal, but you're gonna be funded. So that's the nice thing about IndieGoGo. Pick up Star Noir. I put a link on the description, so you should be able to get it now. You can order it right now. From Tony and everyone that's part of it. Man, this looks amazing, dude. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, the campaign ends April 1st, so there's like 12 days left. So if you guys want to jump in, don't forget to jump in.
All right. So again, like I said, the link is in the description. Go check it out. Star Noir with Tony James as the writer. And who's the artist again?
Pablo Dibonis. He's from Argentina.
Oh, Argentina. Oh, there you go.
If you go to my Twitter /J, like I tweet his art all the time.
Awesome. So go check it out. Where can they find you in Instagram, Tony?
At Banana Bat.
Banana Bat. Remember that.
Yeah.
It took me a while to figure that out, man, dude. When I was like, where is Tony at? I can't find him. And I was like, okay, Banana Bat. All right. Yep. So go check out Star Noir. Tony, you guys be chilling with us for a little longer. Is that right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
All right. So before we get into our next thing, which is the pull list, I got a little package that came in. All right. So as you can see, I covered all this stuff up, and I'm going to do a little unpacking right live on TV. So let's figure out what this is. All right. So we got this package now. As you can see, he went ahead and said, do not bend, and they did not bend it. So I'm curious to see the condition of this title, because this is I want to call it a Copper Age book, but it really is a book that came out in the 90s. So I don't know if 90s is considered Copper Age. Josh, we've been working on this project, right, for a while now. Is 90s considered Copper Age?
If it's got computer coloring, it can't be Copper Age, dude.
No? So what would you call it?
Modern book. Yeah, it's just a modern book.
Okay. So we got but it's a 90s book. This is definitely a 90s book. So is it computer coloring? Now I'm thinking about it. Computer coloring didn't happen too much later. Okay. So I got a piece of this paper out. Man, he definitely wrapped this thing up. All right. Okay, let's get that out.
Don't stab yourself. That would be a different type of show.
And you're doing this in the middle of a comic shop. That's just crazy.
Yeah, I'm doing this live, guys. So no matter what condition this book is in, we'll figure it out. And there goes the paper. Let's get rid of that. And now we got a whole bunch of cardboard. Look at this. Look at the layers of cardboard on this thing. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I kind of do the same thing when I ship out my books.
I mean, what's the point of writing "do not bend"? There's no way anyone could possibly have bent that.
They find ways. They find ways.
Putting a hydraulic press. Well, yeah. Let's see. Let's see how much this thing can take.
So, interesting. I'll explain a little later. But I got the book. I'm gonna have to rebag it. Okay.
You cut the bag?
No, I didn't cut the bag. It came just like that. All right. So you guys are ready? 90s book. Look at that. Look at that back cover, guys. Basketball greats. NBA Jam. Yeah. It's actually not a bad condition. It's not the greatest condition, but it's what you get for the price. So I picked up Sleepwalker #1.
Very cool.
Now, why did I pick up this book, Josh? Tell me why.
Sleepwalker is in Hellcat #1.
Yeah, which I read.
You have 3 copies of it. I hope you read one of them.
I have multiple copies of it. So I'm definitely going to be giving a copy out to some fan. So Sleepwalker just happens to be in the book. I read the book. The artwork's actually, I like the artwork. The artwork's pretty good. So there we go. So Cole's on, and Cole's like, he bends everything.
He sees it, he bends it. He's the
All
bender.
right. My shot happened. Yeah. Yep. So I picked up a copy of it. I got it for like really cheap though. This is in no way. This is not a 9.8, but it's not bad condition. It's a little couple of dents here and there. So, and Comics by the Bay, Matt, look at that mustache. The mustache alone should get a thumbs up, right? Give the mustache alone a thumbs up. Oh, by the way, guys, there's a few things I forgot to share with you that has happened. In the last weekend, I was working from home. Well, I was home, right? And I'm happy to say, and let me show you guys, that the Izzyverse has now something new. All right, so let me go ahead and share the screen and let you guys see what it is. We got a shop, boy.
Wow.
The Izzyverse has now got a shop where you could purchase T-shirts, stickers, baseball caps, drawstring bags. You could even get a mug. And Josh, show off that T-shirt you got there. Show off that T-shirt. Look at that thing.
Is this for sale? Can they buy this?
What? Wrong guy. Yes. Yes. Show them the shirt. Yes, that shirt is now for sale. You could pick that shirt up on the Izzyverse channel. It is now there. We do have a shop there. You could get a T-shirt. There's multiple T-shirts. We got the Luchadors T-shirt. I always like that T-shirt. And one T-shirt that I decided just made sense to get, and I'm gonna share it with you guys if the screen will let me. Now it won't let me share the screen, so I gotta go do a different screen. So let's share that screen. This is one that I can't believe I have not seen it before, but now you're gonna see it, and that is. If you need a T-shirt that says Marvel and DC and Marvel and Image and Indie and comics, who doesn't want a shirt like that? If you love comics, you need this shirt, and you could get it in multiple colors. So you could get it blue. Look at it. Look how happy that guy is. That guy is so happy. He's like, I'm wearing an Izzy, and you could get it in 3XL, guys. It goes as high as 3XL. I don't know why it doesn't go as high as 4XL because I know a lot of people that are a little bigger in size and they wear their shirt nice and loose. But you could get the shirt in multiple colors. Look at that. You could get it in brown if you want it, right? So that's Josh's hair. Yes, this is Josh when he lets his hair loose. Or if you want to get the shirt in red, you can get it in red. Awesome. That's how cool the Izzyverse T-shirt store is. So that's where you could get your T-shirt stuff, right? And look at this. We got a whole bunch of stuff here. Look at this. You got an Izzyverse baseball cap. You got the purple shirt, right? And we even got kid sizes, guys. You can get a hoodie. Give it a thumbs up, guys. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you, TV head. Right? All this, and all you got to do is just go to the Izzyverse, and you will be able to get. Look at, you could get a tote bag, guys. Tote bags, mugs, stickers, all that good stuff. You can get it pink if you want to for your lady friends, right? All. So, get the T-shirt. And the best part about it is that you help support the channel by doing that. That's what's important to me right now. You help support the channel. Go check out the store. It's on the YouTube channel. And, I can't wait to see if people purchase it. But it's just, it's just another way of, supporting the channel. You could also support the channel by becoming a member. Join the Izzyverse. You could do 99 cents. You could do $1.99. You could do $4.99. There's different tiers, guys. Good stuff, guys. So now that that's out of the way, it's now time to talk a little bit about our books of the week and what's coming out in the pull list. So and we're going to kick things off with DC Comics. DC Comics has 15 titles, guys. It's a heavy week for DC. What do you think, Josh?
There are 15 titles coming out. Yes.
Yes, 15 titles. Now, Tony, this number is not as big as we've seen in the past, but for DC, I think DC's ahead. DC doesn't really go higher than 20. Marvel, on the other hand, we're waiting for our 30-day week. It's gonna happen. And you said something about the pre-orders, Josh. Is that gonna happen?
We're talking about like May. You don't gotta worry about that right now.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and kick things off with some of the books that are coming out with over at DC. So there you go. Cole says, I have a mustache too.
Oh, welcome to the club.
I can't do the mustache. And I don't know what Josh is trying to pull off with the beard. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good beard.
Josh is the only guy I know that he ages and he has a full beard, but he still looks like he's 10 years old.
I'm a reverse Benjamin Button.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're gonna kick things off with Milestone. We got the anniversary issue that's coming out here. 30 years of Milestone. Would you believe that, guys? 30 years of Milestone. Nothing.
I've never heard of him.
I mean, I can believe it. Yes, I can believe it.
30 years ago. I remember when Milestone first came out.
That's because you're old.
Oh, wow. Thanks. I appreciate that. I'm sorry we can't maintain our youth the way you have.
Yeah, you know.
So you got the nice little, the nice cover here with Static. There are two versions of Static, Static Shock and Static. So that's pretty cool. Nice little homage to the Flash story. So it's the Statics of Two Worlds. Also, the One Bad Day, the Raja Ghul version is coming out. That's this week. Another book that I'm a little interested in, DC's Legion of Bloom. It doesn't even, it sounds funny, but what is this book about, Josh?
This is an anthology of various plant-themed characters in DC. So Poison Ivy's in there, Swamp Thing's in there. I was going to get this because Blue Beetle is in it, but it seems like he has a very small role. So I might end up passing on this one. But
he's not a plant-like character, though.
Well, Beetles, I don't know. I don't know why he's in it. I was going to buy it to see why he was in it. But so if you like green characters, if you like an anthology, this is for you.
Made in recycled paper. This is the most eco-friendly comic book you'll ever get, guys. So Bloom was a Scott Snyder bad guy. So
yeah, I don't think he's in it. That would have been maybe that's the twist.
Maybe it is a twist, right?
Yeah.
And then you have again Nightwing 102. Nightwing's covers, man, have always been awesome to me. Even the normal covers or the cover Bs, the variants, they've always had some great covers. So Nightwing 102 is coming out this week. Also coming out, Batman Superman World's Finest issue 13 is coming out. Feature Metamorpho. Metamorpho has always been like a bit of a fan favorite. He's just a cool character. So I'm happy to see that. Wonder Woman 797. So we're 3 issues away from 800. Do you think we'll make it?
Nope.
What do you mean? They've already made this. It's at the printer right now.
Will it make it to 800, guys? Or they're going to cancel it right at 799?
Those are the two options. Either they cancel the book after they've already printed it, or the world ends. Well, I think we'll see Wonder Woman 800.
But didn't they do that with Walking Dead, where they said that the book was coming out and he just canceled?
That's The Walking Dead. That's Image. That like.
Oh, so DC won't dare do that?
No, I don't think they would dare cancel the 800th issue of Wonder Woman in the year 2023. I don't think they would do that. No.
So Cole is saying that Tom King is writing after 800.
Exactly. They're literally putting their superstar writer on it. I think we're safe. I think this is a safe buy if you're trying to get onto a series that's not going to get canceled.
And you know who's featured in this book?
Oh man.
Shazam!
I just want to make sure you ask the same question about Flash, who is also still approaching his 800 issue.
No, Flash is not going anywhere.
Oh, but why? But why?
Because Ezra Miller needs that money. Because he's falling on some hard times. He needs that money, dude.
Right. Okay.
Wonder Woman, forget about her, man. But you know who's also featured in this book? Shazam. I have to say, you guys didn't see the movie. Tony, did you see Shazam?
I saw the first one, not the second one.
This is Tony's MO. I've seen the previous ones, but the current ones I'm just holding out. So I just wanted to say, because it is in the title, it's in the cover, Shazam came out and it made $30 million domestically. Would you call that a success or a failure?
Not a failure, just not a success.
Now, I saw this movie and I quite enjoyed it. Now, I'm getting some hate here because I liked it better than Black Adam. Because Black Adam seemed a little more, I don't know. It wasn't as lighthearted. I like lighthearted characters. I like when characters are silly. I don't like when characters are serious and it just doesn't work for me. So, I'm probably losing subscribers in the process here, but I have to say I like Shazam and I like Zachary Levi. I think he's a cool character. I think the family was great. It had some good dynamics. The Wizard, he was very funny in weird ways. There's this one scene with the Wizard. I'm not going to spoil it because if you didn't see the movie, which apparently not many people saw, only me and my family, we're the 30 million. So it turns out that the Wizard has this scene that he shows up, but it's how he shows up that's very interesting, and it's such a dumb scene, and it just keeps going. It's like a scene it's like it should end, but it doesn't end. Right? So he comes out, go check that out. It's a funny scene, and we have some cameos. This movie has some cameos, some that have been announced. Do you guys know about the cameo that's been announced? No. So which comic book are we talking about, right? We were talking about right before Shazam.
Wonder Woman.
That's all I got to say. So there is a cameo by Wonder Woman. I'm sorry, spoiler alert to everybody. And it was just one of those moments where it's like, oh yeah, will she be coming back? Or is this the last time we see Wonder Woman? Hey, if anything proves, if you are a Shazam family member and you have another person show up in your movie, there's a good chance you will be canceled out. It happened to Superman. Now, will it happen to Wonder Woman?
Counterpoint.
Okay, go for it.
They killed off Gal Gadot in Fast and Furious, and then brought her back many movies later. So don't count her out.
No, you can't count Fast and Furious. That's a fantasy land.
Oh, but Shazam is a very serious and grounded movie.
Yes, it is extremely grounded.
Okay.
You can't get more comic booking of the Fast and Furious franchise, man. Just saying.
Okay.
Dwayne Johnson's character, what is it, Hobbs?
Is also in Fast and Furious.
Is he Hobbs or is he Shobbs?
He's Hobbs.
Okay, Hobbs in the movie, and this I only saw this from the trailer because I never seen a Fast movie. I know it's weird. I've never seen a Fast movie ever.
They're all wildly entertaining.
I just never seen them. I got money to spend on Shazam than a Fast movie. So there's this one scene that he's literally taking a missile with his bare hands, and moving it. Did that actually happen in the movie?
Yep,
of course. Because
so you're telling me that this movie's grounded? I'm sorry, Shazam's more grounded than Fast movies. So yeah, she's gone, man. This is the last we see of Wonder Woman. It's over, guys. Over. But there are two end credits. There's a mid credit and there's an end credit. The mid credit, I don't know what's going on with that mid credit. It's a weird one. It's like a recruiting thing, and then you have an end credit, which is more of a meta joke from the first movie. So if you want to go check it out, go check it out. It should be a fun movie. But there you have it. Shazam. Did it flop? It was the #1 movie in America, but that doesn't mean it made a boatload of money. I think what's going to end up happening is the return for following next week, and next week's going to be tough because it comes out next week, right?
More movies.
Well, yeah, but a major movie's coming out next week. Come on, you guys could do it.
But I don't know.
Did you just say
Why
Venom?
don't you tell us, Izzy?
I will tell you what movie's coming out this week, right? John Wick, Chapter 4.
Oh yeah. Well, what's so sad? Not only am I seeing that movie this weekend, but I'm also seeing it for my girlfriend's birthday.
Oh, there you go. Now that's the best birthday present you could get. Some John Wick goodness.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I do have plans on seeing the movie. I just haven't made the decision on when I'm going to see the movie, but I do plan on seeing it sometime this week.
It's not the last John Wick, but it'll be the last one for a little bit. They said they want to take a break.
No, I think he's gonna go on like fast. I think we'll get like John Wick 10.
But but between this one and the next one, it might be a little time.
So,
well, he's got to make Berserker.
Oh yeah, that's necessary. Or make another Matrix movie. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of characters that are debuting, we have Superman issue #2, which features a new character by the name of Marilyn Moon Knight. And she's the spirit of Metropolis. Thoughts, comments. Is
Metropolis a city has a spirit? How does that work? Cities don't have
comic
souls.
book, guys.
It's a comic. Yeah. Well, she's the new anti-hero. And shouldn't the spirit of Metropolis be Superman?
But he's an alien. He's not from Metropolis.
Oh, now you're just gonna. So that's just wrong, man. Immigration is a problem, dude, and you can't do that.
Sure. If anything, he's from Smallville. He's not from Metropolis.
No, dude, he lived long enough to become a citizen of Metropolis, so now he's
still not the spirit of Metropolis.
No, that just happens to be Marilyn Moonlight, which I don't know what to think about this character, but I know this is going to be her first appearance. So people are going to go crazy trying to get their first copies of this book. Will she be a cool character? The fact that her name is Moonlight as opposed to Moon Knight, and she just happens to have the same color scheme as Moon Knight. But I don't know what the deal with the Marilyn's all about. Like, why did they name her Marilyn? Just name her Moonlight. Unless there's a character named Moonlight somewhere.
I guess we'll have to read the book to find out.
And I will pick it up to find out. Also, coming out this week, Catwoman 53. Deceased War of the Undead Gods. We'll talk about that book a little later. Flash 795. This one will make it to 800. Black Adam #9. Harley Quinn and the animated series. Legion of the Bats issue #6. Fables 158. Swamp Thing. Green Hell issue #3. And GCPD, the Blue Wall issue #6. All those books are the books that are coming out for DC Comics this week. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Marvel. And Marvel's having a light week this week too with 16 titles, right? So let's take a look at those titles. Starting with Doctor Strange. Guess what? Doctor Strange was not dead. Or was he?
He was legitimately dead, but now he got better.
He got better?
Yeah.
He took that potion and everything was well.
I mean, do you want me to spoil it for you? There's no potion involved.
So now we got Doctor Strange #1. Doctor Strange is back. His new. I do believe this is an ongoing series. So ongoing is what is it? It's what kind of term that is?
Unlimited. It's an unlimited series.
Yeah, sure. It's an unlimited series until they decide to cancel it and put it, and just call it Strange, and then they'll call it Strange Tales, and then we finally come back to Doctor Strange. Apparently, that's the way they make things work around here. Well, Doctor Strange issue number 1 is going to be debuting this week, so it has several covers. Another book that's coming out this week, The Women of Marvel number 1. This is to celebrate, Women History Month, which is in March, right? We're in March, right? That's Women History Month, right? So we're getting this book in the end of March.
Yeah, they've essentially done a bunch of Peach Momoko covers for Women's History Month so far.
And they're actually pretty good. They're good covers. So this one's just an anthology series. It's just a couple of small stories in the book. Another book that's coming out this week, which is a reprint, which is Avengers: Rage of Ultron, the Marvel Tales number 1. That's just a reprint of old classic Ultron stories. Amazing Spider-Man 22 is out this week. Oh yeah, I'm picking this thing up. I'm curious. What did Peter do? What did Peter do, guys? What did he do? You know what he did? He had a mustache like Tony, and he shaved it off, and that made Mary Jane extremely angry. And it's over, and she has kids.
Wow, that's a huge turn over facial hair.
Over facial hair. That's it. That's the reason. It's the mustache,
and that's why she went off with Tony for a little bit.
Exactly. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. She-Hulk 11 is out. Punisher number 10. I think is this the final issue of this run? I don't remember.
It probably not. They typically would not end on an 11. Maybe a 10 or a 12.
No, this is a 10. This is a 10.
Okay, it could be. Who knows?
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to see if this is the final issue, but it doesn't say anything. All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But okay. Carnage issue 11 is out this week. Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants is also out this week. Joe Fixit issue number 3. Yep, that's how I feel every day, Joe Fixit. Just look at his face, man. That's the feeling I'm getting every day. Marauders issue number 12. Extreme X-Men number 4. Spider-Man The Lost Hunt issue number 5. The Return of Spider Armor. Because we've been clamoring for some spider armor. And now this is a more lean version of the spider armor. So that sounds good to me. Then we have Wasp issue number 3. Followed by Photon. Now I can't read it because the screen's not letting me. Photon issue number 4. Tiger Division issue number 5. And Dark Vader issue 32. Anything special with this Dark Vader book?
It's really good. I don't know if we're gonna get any crazy. It's probably not gonna be a crazy key, but the storyline's been really good with Darth Vader and Padme's handmaiden. So everyone should go get it.
Cool. It actually has. There's some really cool variants covers for this one. There's one in particular that I'm interested in. So we'll go talk a little bit more about that one. Now let's go over to Image. Image has 10 titles going on this week. And from them, we have a new number 1 with Dead Romans. I'm picking this one up, man. Anything about Roman Empire, I'm interested in hearing. Just that 300 vibe to it stuff. What do you guys think? You guys like anything on Roman stories?
Well, the 300 were Greek, but yeah, I mean, same thing.
Of course, you will correct me with that, right?
Just saying.
All right.
I mean, you were going on and on about how you love the Roman things, and then you.
Well, it's got that. Well, 300 is. It looks the same. They got the same feather thing.
Sir, that is racist.
They got this thing.
No, they don't.
They don't. They don't got the little what is it that they have, the broom over their head? It looks like a broom. It always looked like a broom to me.
I don't know the name for it in Latin or Greek, so but I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's a battle mohawk.
It's battle mohawk. There you go. I call it a broom hawk because it's a broom. Looks like and the bigger it is, the more in command you are. Right? Mm-hmm. Was there ever a purpose behind it other than looks?
Why would what? No, it's well. This is something you would, if you were Roman, you would have it, and that shows you're a centurion.
What's up, Comic Vet? How's it going?
If you put a broom on your head, it will not help you in combat.
But why did they wear a broom on their head, in their helmet? That's my question. What was the purpose behind it?
Maybe Dead Romans explains why.
Maybe. I hope that's what this book is all about. So this book tells us the story of how the broom head was formed. All right. And I'm sorry for the typo. It's not Torrent issue number 1. It's Torrent issue number 2. Apparently, I missed that. I missed that one. The Scorch issue 16, Monstrous issue 44, Vanish issue 5. So people are getting excited about Vanish, man. People like it. Dirts. I was talking to Dirts yesterday. He's really excited for it. So you know what? I'm happy for him. Go pick up Vanish issue number 5. Undiscovered Country issue number 24. Inferno Girl Red issue number 3. Plush issue number 5, all out this week. Oh, there he goes. We got an answer. Samuel answered it. To sweep up the enemies, of course. Thank you, Samuel. I appreciate it. Now, Samuel's package is on the mail. Right now, it's with USPS, and it does say do not bet on it. So thank you, Sam. But there you have it. Confirmation of what the broom was all about. Sweep up enemies. All right. Also, we have Magic Order 4, issue number 3, and Immortal Sergeant issue 3 for Image. It's kind of lightweight for Image, to say the least. All right. Now we have our indie titles, our different indie comics that are coming out. There are quite a few that are coming out this week. We got 6 from Source Point Press. Boom Studios has 5 issues. Dynamite has 4. Antarctic Press has 4 issues. Dark Horse has 3. IDW also has 3 titles, and we'll talk a little bit about the single issues that are coming out for other books, other companies. So over at Source Point Press, you have The Curse of Cleaver County. Interesting. Cleaver County. So go check that one out. That one sounds interesting. Also, you have Ethers. Is that it? Did I say it right? Ethers or Ethers?
Ethers.
Ethers. You say it with an accent?
It's not a real word, so who knows?
Ethers. We'll just call it Ethers. All right. The electronic theirs. You know, like email.
Either.
Ethers. Hey, Ether, you come over here. Now, this is a word I can't say, or words I can't say. Deep Dark issue number 1. So these are the number 1 books. Source Point Press has a couple of number 1s coming out. This is not just, that's just 3 books. They have a 4th book, which Bed Mortara and the Thieves of the Golden Table issue number 1. Interesting. Sounds like it's archaeologists adventure. What's the deal with, are archaeologists the most adventurous type people in the world? Because I've seen their equipment. It does not seem as exciting.
Right. Like real archaeology, it's pretty boring, I would say. You have to be very careful. You spend a lot of time looking for things that might not even be there.
Yeah.
Everything you're working with is dead.
The tool of an archaeologist is
the brush. Right.
So this is what they do. This is the adventurous life of the archaeologist.
So you mean it's not like Jurassic Park?
It's not like Jurassic Park. It's not like Indiana Jones. It's not like National Treasure.
The Mummy.
It's not like The Mummy. But apparently they make a lot of movies about archaeologists.
Yep.
And Samuel, I did not hear the news about Global Comics. Anybody heard anything about Global Comics? But now I'm curious. What is Global Comics all about? So
Samuel should drop a link.
I think it's trying to replace like the Comixology, not directly, but just be another version of it.
And it would appear so because it looks like it is going to be a. Oh, look at that! But it looks like it's for indie comics. Interesting. So yeah, Samuel, let me know what you hear. What's it all about? So, but I just see indie comics here. and it's mostly Source Point. I see some Source Point Press books here. Okay. All right, let's moving forward. We got Nightwalkers issue number 3 and some Zombicide Day 1 issue number 3. Okay. Over in Boom Studios, The Neighbors. I am actually interested in seeing that book and reading that book. That's a book that apparently it's from Boom Studios. It's about, take a wild guess what it's about. It's about the neighbors. When Janet and Oliver Gowdy moved to a quaint mountain town, their daughter Cassie becomes part of a horrific chain of events, revealing that their neighbors are anything but what they seem. Soon, an unsettling old woman named Agnes Early, fixated on Janet and Oliver's other daughter, 2-year-old Isobel, it becomes clear that it's impossible to know who to trust or who is even human. Steeped in Irish and English folklore and mythology, Jude Ellis S. Doyle joins artist Letizia Canonotic and colorist Alessandro Santoro. They can't just have normal names, guys. Just give me normal names. All right? Like Bob. Can't Bob just write a story? I just want Bob to write a story. To tread new grounds in channeling horror, a tale perfect for fans of Eat the Rich and The Nice House on the Lake. The Neighbors. $4.99. All right, worth checking out. That's new number 1 that's coming out this week. Okay, so there we go. Look at that. That's what you said. They had an agreement with various indie comic books to host comic books on their platform, including. Sounds good. Worth checking out. Thanks for shedding that out, sending that information, Sam. All right, Grimm number 9 is out this week. Damn Them All issue number 6. Also, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 106 and Dune House of Harkonnen issue number 3. Over at Dynamite Studios, we have Gargoyles 34, Vampirella Strikes 11, Lord of the Jungle issue 4, Red Sonja, Hell Sonja issue number 4. Over at Antarctic Press, Go Digger 296. Are there really 296 copies of a book called Go Digger?
Why not?
And it sounds to me like it's about being an archaeologist. I'm just saying, if you notice the cover, it's an archaeology book. All right, The Exciting World of Archaeology. All right, it's talking about exciting comics. Issue number 32 comes out this week. Spectrum Man Heroes issue number 5. And Ninja High School 186 for Antarctic Press. Over at Dark Horse, you have Order and Outrage issue number 1. That's new number 1 that's coming out this week. Blue Book issue number 2 is out this week as well. And Gru Gods Against Groods issue number 4. Over in IDW, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 138, Earth Divers 6, and Godzilla Best of King Hiragora issue number 1. Okay. And now we have 2 comics from Scout Comics, like We the Wicked, number 1, nice David Mack cover, and Darkland issue number 4, and Zenscope Bell from Beyond issue number 1, and Phoenix Files issue number 2. Over at Sumerian, Pop Scars issue number 1, The Firstborn issue 4, and in Opus, you have Frank Fazel's Dawn Attack issue 3, Monsters of Metal, My Bloody Valentine issue number 1. Yeah, get your Monsters of Metal. Good stuff. All right. Titan Comics, Moriarty, Clockwork Empire issue 2, Vault, Door to Door, Night by Night issue number 4, and in red, I believe it's called Red Comics, Red 5 Comics, Dead Kingdom number 5, and Evidence. That's a typo. It's the Atonement Bell, actually, not Evanescence. Okay. Exo Manowar issue Unconquered number 1. I always like Exo Manowar. He's a cool character. Rick and Morty versus. Go ahead, Josh. Say the name.
Cthulhu.
Thank you so much. See, I was gonna say Chuchilla. And Blood Moon Comics pop-up #1 and CEX Serrano. That's the book you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that book, because you were mentioning it last to me the other day.
Yeah, so it's written and drawn by an Italian creator. I believe his name is something Luciano. It's from Comic Experience, and I just really dig the art style. So I was trying to get my hands on it, and it seems like it's finally coming out this week.
It's
Fingers
scheduled to come out
crossed.
this week.
They took my money for my order. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's been canceled?
No, well, it's been showing up on League of Comic Geeks for like months. So I don't know,
normal.
shipping, printing delays, who knows? But I think this is the week.
All right, so hopefully it be out. And finally, we got over in Rebellion Comics, 2000 AD issue 2324. I did not know they had that many issues.
Yeah,
I know the book's been running forever, but I didn't know it was running that long.
Yeah, I mean, well, I believe they've either gone bi-monthly or been 3 times a month.
Oh no, they had to do something where they've reached that number. All right, Coffin Comics features Lady Death, Neorotic Genesis issue #2, over at a Wave Blue World. You have Tower issue #2, and another book by a company by Vizio Entertainment. No, not to be confused with the television company. Changelings issue #2. So those are your books for this week.
Isn't that Changelings?
Changelings. Thank you, Tony. I said it every day, man. I screw up names all the time. My English is horrendous, but my math skills are amazing. And that is why I'm an artist, guys. So those are your books for this week. Anything interesting, Tony, that you saw?
Well, I just started reading Something is Killing the Children.
Oh, great book. I've been trying to get Josh to read it.
Yeah.
Josh hasn't read it.
I read the first volume because I think it won an Eisner.
Yeah, it definitely won an Eisner.
It's really cool. I really like the concept, just this idea that like kids are afraid of imaginary monsters and they've come to kill them, and and it's really cool. I really like.
They actually get killed.
Yeah, and the artwork is really cool as well.
That's from James Tynion. He's the guy that wrote the Blue Book.
Yeah.
So he's Nice House on the Lake. He's an amazing writer. He's really big on horror. So it's a great horror book.
I read his Detective Comics run. That was pretty entertaining as well.
That's right. He did a stint on Batman, of course.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's take a look at our picks of the week. So before I do that, let me just do a little something here to get ready for the picks. And let's see here. Nope. I'm doing it again. I'm crazy, dude. All right. So now it's time for our picks of the week. And let's go ahead and run that video so we can do it. All right, Josh, we're going to start with your list here. I see here you have a good amount of comic books scheduled for this week, dude. What's on your pull list?
So, of course, Spider-Man, that's an automatic. Just getting the regular cover. Joe Fixit. There's 2 covers for this one. The second one, I think, is going to be more popular, but I like this first one better.
The Cully Hammer?
I think the EM Gist for Joe Fixit. And then for Darth Vader, I think I'm getting all 3 covers, or at least 2. We got the Peach Momoko for Women's History Month, and then we're continuing on the journey of collecting all 40 of these Return of the Jedi anniversary covers. So I think we're just about a quarter of the way there.
So once you have all 40, what are you going to do with them?
Take a picture.
That's it?
Well, then I'll put them back in the box.
Oh, yeah, stored away, right? You also what else you got going on here?
So Wasp number 3 is continuing on, and then I once again got all 3 not all 3, but I got 3 different covers for Doctor Strange because I couldn't turn them down. So we've got the Alex Ross, we've got the Stefano Caselli for America, Chavez, And then we got the Dormammu Timeless variant from Alex Ross.
Yeah. Are you planning to collect all of the Timeless variants?
No. That's crazy. Who would do
That's
that?
crazy. You're doing it for Star Wars, dude, man. That's 40 bucks.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What else we got going on here?
We got the Flash. Getting that cover in particular. Infernal Girl Red. This is the 3rd out of 3. This is like a prestige format. You pay a little bit more, you get a lot more story.
Mm-hmm.
It's been pretty good so far. So hopefully it's the 3rd one wraps up the story in a good way. Sereno's a new book. And then Superman 2, I'm getting this cover with the new character on it.
Marilyn Moon Knight.
Yeah.
So overall, your subtotal is $57.88. That's not happening.
What do you mean it's not happening?
It's not happening.
So just because you said that, I'll have you know, I pre-ordered almost all of these. So it's happened. It's done.
No, they've all been canceled, man. All the books have been canceled.
They took my money. They have to give me something.
They're gonna give you a nice credit.
It'll be like, no, actually, funny story. I used to subscribe like direct.
Yeah.
And when Conversions came out, that event, like they replaced like all my subscriptions with Conversions tie-ins. So I had like all these tie-ins that I like did not care about and nothing to do with what I was reading before. So yes, they can and will replace some stuff.
That's just terrible. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at my list here, because my list is more about variants, right?
Izzy,
yeah.
Before you jump in, I have to go eat dinner. I got myself to bed because I get up early. But I love being on the show. Thank you for having me on.
First of all, thank you, Tony, for being part of the show. Let everybody know where they can find you.
You can find me on the Twitters at T/J. I'll show a bunch of art on there from Pablo, and then also at BananaBat on Instagram. That's at BananaBat. I do a bunch of reels where I kind of set the art to 1940s music. It's just pretty fun. Yeah, that's where you can find me. And then the IndieGoGo, it wraps up on April 1st. So get your digital copy, physical copy, whichever you prefer. Yeah. So Josh, where do I find you actually?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, Cabrera_Josh.
Cabrera_Josh.
He's simple.
Okay.
You know?
I can do that. Izzy, I follow you everywhere. So
yeah, you follow me everywhere, man. I'm all over the place. All right. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Tony. It was great having you. Again, guys, a link is in the description for the IndieGoGo. Yeah. Take it easy, Tony.
See you later. Thank you.
Bye. All right. So let's go back to where we were, and I'm going to show you the variants that I selected for this week. So getting started, I picked the David Nakayama Amazing Spider-Man, the black cover. I thought that cover is awesome to me. I also picked up that Roman issue #1, the variant, the Joe Fixon variant, the Geist variant. I like that one. This was the Dark Vader variant that I was talking about. Mm-hmm. The Laraz variant. I think it just looks awesome. It's just a cool variant. Then I picked the Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants, the Yagawa Women's History cover. I think that's a cool looking cover. Of course, the Scotty Young Bandit. Why not? Look how cute that is, right? Catwoman 53. It is the Acuna homage cover, basing it back off the Alex Ross cover. The Kisina Kala. Oh my goodness! International Women's Day card stock. I think that's a cool cover. I can't even say the name, man. I can't. I'm done. And yes, Deceased War of the Undead Gods issue 7, the Purple Rain homage. I'm getting it. I already have it on hold. I'm picking that sucker up. Purple Rain, baby. Hopefully, I'll get multiple copies. All right. Flash 795, the 1 in 25. Carlini cardstock variant. I always think these covers are awesome. Neighbors #1, the cover C cover. I really like. I like the Jamal Campbell Nightwing cardstock cover. I just think it looks really cool. Also, we got not one but 2 Superman #2s. The Cersei cardstock variant. I think that's going to be a hot variant. Also, design card variant is going to be hot. Those are 2 books that I'm actually going to pick them up tomorrow. I'm going to go pick up these books. I'm going to pick up those. Those I have to because it's just they're cool looking covers to me. And who knows what the future of this character is going to be like, right? So, and then you got Wonder Woman 797, the Jolie Jones cardstock, and I really like the Bill Sienkiewicz Batman One More Day Raja Ghul cover. It's Sienkiewicz, so how can you go wrong? There's also another the 1 in 50 Bruno Redondo. Something it's very what's the term for this kind of cover, this Batman cover that we see here? It's very noir at the same time, right? So I like that. The milestone anniversary issue, the foil 1 in 50, the Curse of Cleaver County, the Ivan Thau version variant. This is the Geek Out comic, so that's exclusive. And the 8 Billion Genies issue number 8, the Force and Bird City variant, which also includes an NES slim case, which I think that's cool. And those are my books that I have scheduled. $154, and that's not including these 3 books that are definitely worth more. So those are the books I have scheduled for this week on my pull list. Lots of books, lots and lots of books. All right. Now, before I call it a day, I want to let everybody know that this week is the first convention week for me. And I'm going to be at Big Apple on Saturday, and I do plan on being on King Kong on Sunday. Now, if you are attending the show, I will have things to give away to people. So I am going to do a giveaway during the show. And I will be recording from the show. So I might be doing some live streams. I might be doing some recordings of the show. But go check out Big Apple Comic Con. It's happening in New York City. So it's going to be on the New Yorker Hotel. And King Kong's over at, I think it's Islip. If you're in the New Jersey area, go check it out. They're very different cons. Big Apple is going to be focused on cosplay and creators, while King Kong is really about vendors. So you're going to get to see 2 different sides of the comic book collecting market. And the following week is Mocha Fest, which is very different from the other 2, which is going to be focused on the indie side of comics. So, and again, I'm planning to be in all 3 of them. So, Josh, I'm going to have a very, very busy couple of weekends because it's also WrestleMania weekend in April 1st. And Josh, I've been trying to get you to come, man. You should come to at least one of these shows.
Oh, to see the sweaty men tackle each other in a scripted performance?
I'm not talking about the WrestleMania show. I'm talking about the cons.
Yeah. There's the sweaty men of the con. But no, I got to pace myself, unfortunately. So I'm passing on this coming weekend, but I will be at Mocha on Saturday.
Awesome. So, but where are you going to be tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, I'll be out on Whatnot. I actually had to cancel last week's show, but tomorrow night for sure, I will be selling comic books of all sorts of shapes and sizes and values for your enjoyment. You can find my Whatnot / Josh Cabrera. Come check it out tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern.
Yeah, go check it out. And as you can see there, we do give you $15 credit if you sign up for it. Use this QR code, and you should be able to get $15 off your purchase, and you can buy something off of Josh. All right, so go check that one out. What else we got going on here? Again, if you're gonna get some big time collectibles, you get 10% off with promo code Izzyverse. Also, if you go BCW, 10% off using the code Izzyverse, as well as 15% off ComicXposure. A lot of stuff going on, guys. It's a really, really, really busy season right now. The season has begun. The start of spring means the start of conventions. So go check them out. Go to a local convention. Have fun. Pick out the stuff you want to pick up. You know what I mean? Let's see. Super jelly about the people. Yeah, Mocha Fest is going to be fun, Samuel. I'm going to do my best to interview as many people as I possibly can. But I've always enjoyed going to Mocha Fest. And if you go into the channel, there is a video from last year's Mocha Fest. I'm going to try to feature it again so that you guys can see what it's like and the type of creatives that you're seeing, because it's not your typical con. It's not like the other cons. You're not going to find vendors there. You literally will find just creatives. and they're, and it's not only comic books. You're going to find other things, everything within the pop culture landscape. So it's really, really cool show. So go check out MochaFest, but go check out Big Apple this week, and go check out King Kong. If you could go to both of them, awesome. If you see me there, you have to tell me the word, and the word is very simple. It's Excelsior. You tell me Excelsior, the first 5 people that see me on both shows will get something. I promise you I'll have something for you guys. So if you go to Big Apple and you see me in Big Apple, come up to me, say hi, let me know who you are, say Excelsior, and I will give you a gift. All right? That is a promise from me to you. All right? So, and the same thing is going to be said if you go to King Kong, if you go to MochaFest, I'm going to try to do the same thing there. So, a lot of cool stuff. But besides that, man, I am tired, and it's just like Tony, I want to go have my dinner as well. So, Josh, I know you mentioned it to Tony, but let us know where we find you again.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Cabrera_Josh.
And you know where to find me. It's Izzyverse NYC. I literally just changed it to Izzyverse NYC Comics in YouTube. But if you put Izzyverse or Izzyverse NYC, that's where you're going to find me, guys. Until next time, guys, I will see you next show. There'll be stuff happening, guys. Where's Baby Grogu? Where's Baby Grogu? We got to see Baby Grogu before we go, man. Baby Grogu is saying bye, guys. Until next time, Excelsior.